But how many of you serious about living your dream? Raise your hands, please. Very good. Repeat after me, please. Provide more service than you get paid for. Yes, provide more service than you get paid for. Henry David Thoreau said, do not go where the path may lead, but go where there's no path and leave a trail.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to Black Excellence Daily. I'm your host, Sean Croxton. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got Les Brown back on the show today. He's going to show us all what it looks like to be hungry. A lot of us want something, but we just kind of want it. But the truth is that you just can't kind of want it. It has to be a burning desire for you to create your vision. As Napoleon Hill writes, you have to become obsessed with the vision, because if you're not because if you're not obsessed with the vision, if you don't have a burning desire to have what you want, somebody else does, and that person's going to get it. So you have to be willing to do things that make you stand out. You have to be willing to go the extra mile. You have to be willing to persist. And most importantly, I should say equally important, is you have to be willing to provide more service than you get paid for. Les Brown's coming up.
So I followed the things that Mr. Washington said. I went to apply for a job on Miami Beach. Milton Butterball Smith is the program director at WMBM radio station. Hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I'd like to be a disc jockey. He said, young man, you have any journalism in your background? No, sir, I don't. You have any background whatsoever? No, sir, not in radio. No. He said, I'm sorry, we don't have any job for you. Have you ever had an experience where you just been devastated with rejection? Have you ever gone through that? I was devastated. I went back and I told Mr. Washington. Mr. Washington said no. He said, don't take it personally. Most people are so negative, they have to say no 7 times before they say yes. He said, you got to be hungry. When you're hungry, you'll fight against all of the challenges you're facing every day. Hunger is the commitment and the willingness to go from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. I was hungry. That's what you've got to do. The people that created a brighter day for us and will create all the brighter days for tomorrow, the people that are going to overcome adversity and reverse things economically and mentally for our country, people that are hungry for a difference. There's a difference between being volunteer victims and being in charge of your life and being the architect of your future, because they understand that we are the beneficiaries of the past, the trustees of the present, and the architects of the future. When you're hungry, you don't have time to focus on what's wrong. You're always working on creating something that's right. There's never been a statue erected to a critic. When you're hungry, you are consumed with working positively, moving in the direction of where you want to go. And so I became the errand boy for the disc jockeys. I came back again. Hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I like to be a disc jockey. Young man, weren't you here yesterday? Yes, sir, I was. Didn't I tell you no yesterday? Yes, sir, you did. Why are you back today? Well, sir, I didn't know whether or not somebody was laid off or somebody was fired, sir. Nobody was laid off or fired. Now get on out of here. I came back the next day. Hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I like to be a disc jockey. I know what your name is. Weren't you here the last 2 days? Yes, sir. Didn't I tell you no the last 2 days? Yes, sir. Then why are you back today? Well, sir, I don't know whether or not someone got sick or someone died, sir. No one got sick or died. No one was laid off or fired. Now, don't you come back here again. I came back the next day talking loud, looking happy like singing for the first time. I said, hello, Mr. Butterball. How are you? He looked at me bedraged. He says, go get me some coffee. I said, yes, sir. My favorite book says the greatest among you will be your servant. How many of you serious about living your dream? Raise your hands, please. Very good. Repeat after me, please. Provide more service than you get paid for. Yes, provide more service than you get paid for. Henry David Thoreau said, do not go where the path may lead, but go where there's no path and leave a trail. When I came into the speaking industry, the way I was able to carve out a place for myself, because it's governed by the Dale Carnegie course. How many of you ever heard of it? Great course. They teach, tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you told them. I train my speakers, find out who they are, and all that get understanding. Don't let what you want to say get in the way of what they need to hear. Custom design and craft your message and your story so it fits their needs. The story has no power in and of itself. You have to take into account who's going to hear this and how can I deliver it strategically to change the way they think, change the way they feel, and change their behavior. If you don't do that, all it is cheap entertainment. Hold yourself to a higher standard. What industry are you looking at? What position are you looking at? What goal do you have? Hold yourself to a higher standard. You've got something unique in you. You are different. All of us are born unique, but most people die copies. And so I became the errand boy for the disc jockeys. I'll go get their lunch and their dinner, and I stand in the control room looking at them working those control boards, knowing my time would come. Repeat after me, please. I expect to live my dream. You've got to have that spirit of expectation. And then on the weekends, disc jockeys would come out and their cars be waxed clean inside out. Hey, who did this? I did, sir. How much you charging us for that, young boy? Oh, nothing, sir. I'm just trying to help out. Let us say together, build relationships. Build relationships. See, if you're going to create communities, you have to build relationships. There's sections of this area they call the hood. You know why they call it the hood? Because hoods are places where people don't know each other. Neighborhoods, communities of people you know, you like, and you trust. We talked about earlier, in order to create community, people want to be accepted, they want to be respected, and they want to feel connected. When you have those elements going for you, can build a powerful community and enrich and empower each other. So I became the errand boy for those jocks, and as a result of doing that extra work, they trusted me. Hey, Les, yes, they sent me their car keys. Look here. Donna Ross and the Supremes are coming to town, the Four Tops and the Temptations. Pick them up. Take them to the Fontainebleau Hotel. I said, yes, sir. I would drive them all over Miami Beach in disc jockeys, big blown Cadillacs. Didn't have a driving license, but I was driving like a handsome. Then one day, a disc jockey by the name of Rockin' Roger was drinking while he was on the air. Rockin' Roger got so drunk he could not complete his show. It was a Saturday afternoon, and I was the only one there, looking at him through the control room window, walking back and forth, young, ready, and hungry. I was saying, drink, Rock, drink. Drink, Rock. I'd have gone get him some more if he'd asked me to. Then pretty soon the phone rang. It was the general manager, and I answered the phone. I said, hello? He said, young boy, this is Mr. Klein. I said, I know. He said, Rock can't finish your program. I said, I know. He said, would you call one of the other DJs in? I said, yes, sir. I hung the phone up and said, now he must think I'm crazy. I called my mom and my girlfriend, Cassandra, said, y'all come out on the front porch and turn up the radio. I'm about to come on air. I waited for about 20 minutes, and I called him back. I said, Mr. Clyde, I can't find nobody. He said, young boy, you know how to work the controls? I said, yes, sir. He said, go in there and segue the records. I said, don't you say nothing here. I said, yes, sir. I couldn't wait to get old Rock out of the way. I put on a fast record. I said, look out, this is me, LB Triple P. Les Brown, your platter playing papa. There were none before me, and there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only. Young and single and love to mingle, certified, bona fide, indubitably qualified to bring you satisfaction and a whole lot of action. Look out, baby, I'm your love man. I was hungry. Come on, give the old man a round of applause. Shake someone's hand on your right and left and say, you gotta be hungry. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta be hungry. People that are hungry and not sitting around talking about what's in the newspaper, they're not talking about the news. People that are hungry are getting in position. People that are hungry are preparing themselves. People that are hungry are planning some goals. People that are hungry are raising the bar on themselves. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry that you don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. People that are hungry know you have to provide more service than you get paid for. People that are hungry know you have to be unstoppable. One great American said, I choose not to be a common man. It's my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security. I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dull by having the state look after me. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to live from hand to mouth. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the still calm of utopia. I will never cower before any master, nor bend to any threat. It's my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid to face the world boldly and say, this I have done. That's what diversity means. That's what the American dream means, an unstoppable spirit to make your mark. Come on, give the old man a round of applause.
That was Les Brown. His website is lesbrown.com. You can watch today's talk on YouTube. It's called 2009 Business and Finance MLK Convocation. Les Brown, 11909. Big, long title for that one. All right, my friend. Hope you enjoyed today's talk. Hopefully you're willing to be hungry about what you want. Hopefully you pick up the book, The Confident Mind by Dr. Nate Zinsser, and you join the book club next week. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.